Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and in today's movie review, I'm going to be doing a film review on this new A24 film, which just came out 2 days ago. And I actually just got done seeing it earlier today by myself. And so, this review is on Death of a Unicorn. Death of a Unicorn is the new A24 film, which is also a comedy horror film starring Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega and Will Poulter. So, in this movie, we follow a father and daughter who are out on this like vacation trip after and once they get there along the way, they accidentally hit and kill and run over like a unicorn, causing the two of them to be hunted down by the unicorn's parents. And for the remainder of the movie, like the unicorn's parents goes on like a little rampage, and and through all these like fantasy elements that are blended into it, and of course it's it's pretty much almost like a comedy fantasy horror movie in one. And of course, Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega's characters of like the father and daughter, they have to do whatever they can to try and stop these two unicorns like from killing a bunch of people. And yeah, but of course they also come up with a team as well. So yeah, that's easily the best way I can describe the plot of Death of a Unicorn. So yeah, and of course you get like horrific results too, but you get it. So when I first saw the trailer to this movie, it actually had me interested in checking out this movie. And yeah, and I actually just got done seeing it earlier today at Cinemark by myself. And I know this movie has been getting like mixed reviews from critics, kind of like how people have been saying that this is one of A24's more weaker releases in recent years, kind of like with last year's film Y2K. Even though I thought Y2K wasn't really that bad in my opinion. And as for this movie, I actually thought Death of a Unicorn I thought was pretty decent. I thought it was pretty good, and it was also a decent film too. And sure, it's not great or anything like that, because there are some flaws here and there. But one of my nitpicks or flaws that I do have with Death of a Unicorn is that the visual effects are kind of underwhelming in some ways, like how the visual effects on the unicorns, they were kind of underwhelming like for the most part. But yeah, but aside from that, I thought the acting performances I thought were good. I thought Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega both did a good job in this film together. Will Poulter was also in the movie too. I thought he was cool to see in this movie. And yeah, and I thought the entertainment value on what makes this like a campy, cheesy comedy horror film that's basically focused on a unicorn. It's actually pretty interesting if you think about it, despite the mixed reviews. And I think when it comes to the comedy, it's not really meant to be funny, of course, because sometimes comedy isn't meant to be really funny. Yeah, because it's more like a dark comedy in most ways. It's more like a satire, like dark comedy. Since this movie does have some horror movies blended into it, and some horror elements blended into it, I mean to say that. And I think when it comes to the visual effects, that's what sort of makes this movie like a little fantasy thing, because unicorns are known to be like one of the most beautiful mythological creatures that most people know. And and for a guy who likes unicorns, I mean, I kind of do like unicorns. Like, some unicorns are cute, some are beautiful, and sometimes unicorns are meant to be cute and like one of the cutest mythological creatures. And I even have like a unicorn if that I got from Cinemark last year when me and Justin went and saw If last year. Yeah, this is the unicorn if that Emily Blunt plays in the movie If. Yeah. But as for this movie, I honestly thought this was not really that bad of a film in my opinion. I kind of liked it. So overall, Death of a Unicorn was a pretty good movie, and I'm gonna give Death of a Unicorn 3.5 out of 5 stars. If you're interested in checking out this movie, then I say give it a watch. I recommend it. If you like unicorns and A24, then I recommend checking it out. Oh yeah, I also read on Wikipedia, like after seeing this movie when I was like heading home, like I I actually realized that John Carpenter and Cody Carpenter, like they were supposed to compose the music score to this movie, but Dan Romer actually replaced them. Yeah. Like John Carpenter and Cody Carpenter, who worked on Halloween and a bunch of other classic and a bunch of other horror classics. Like that would have been cool to see, but Dan Romer like replaced them. But oh well. But yeah, aside from all that, Death of a Unicorn was decent and pretty good. I liked it. And there you have it. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for this review on Death of a Unicorn. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.